Coleman. You're here with Tyler and Luke, and this is a look through the connection.
A look through the collection.
Look through the collection.
A look through the collection.
Hello and welcome to another episode of A Look Through the Collection. I'm your host Tyler.
And I'm your host Luke.
We are not on a swing anymore. We are in front of a house.
Abandoned. Perhaps the Slender will be inside. Or maybe... yeah, the movie Go Girls. This is the house, isn't it?
No.
What movie? Wait, what movie is it again? We're doing two at the moment. What's it?
This is a house used on the TV show Nothing Trivial.
That's the one. Yeah, I remember that. I used to watch it a decade ago, even though it only came out 7 years ago.
It came out more recently than that, maybe 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, okay, but nonetheless, I did watch it since I was a kid, 10 years ago.
Okay, anyway, and the reason why we're here in front of the Nothing Trivial house, because the item from this episode, even though it's not from Nothing Trivial, it's from South Pacific Pictures, which do Nothing Trivial, but they also do Go Girls. And the item we have today is from Go Girls. This is a shirt worn by Jay Ryan, also known as Jay Bunyan, as Kevin. This is a shirt he wore in Go Girls, a lot in season 1, and a car just drove past and they were looking at us weird.
Yes, and they know our names. I remember when I was at Armageddon, they now have our names and they say, "Luke, I am your father." It's a bit of a hassle sometimes.
Speaking of that, let's actually watch that now. This is a clip of us at Armageddon looking at a costume from what movie?
Yes, it was actually pretty much a movie today based on the original Superman movie, but it's now known as Man of Steel. Over to you guys in the past. G'day, this is Luke from A Look Through the Collection, and look what we have found! It's the original Superman costume from the latest 2012 film Superman. Now, as you can see, folks, there are quite a lot of differences that stand this one out from the original 1970s version. As you can see, the mound sort of section here, rather than being red to point out the Superman sort of figure, has been removed so that it looks more blue and perhaps more futuristic X-Men sort of, bit more sharp, and rather than just some sort of proper 1970s rare material and stuff to make it stand out. And anything you want to point out about this, Mr. TK?
One thing that you got wrong was you said it was from the new Superman movie. It's called Man of Steel. Man of Steel.
Which is Superman, pretty much.
But it's called Man of Steel, and this is an original one used. So cool to actually be this close to it. And we would love to get this in our collection.
Yes. Unfortunately though, because this is an outfit from just about the latest film around, it will cost, how much do you reckon? I'd say about $500,000 or something, due to the heavy demands of someone trying to get their hands on this. And as I'm sure plenty of you know, there is only one of these. They aren't going to make a series of units. This is the only one. And they're probably...
They did make a few. They make more than one for a production. This is one of the ones used.
Yes, but only one will most likely be able to be sold to the public. The rest of the others will most likely be put into a museum or a place like this, where it can be all on scale and make history. Because, and because there'll be a demand from the museum, that will also increase the value, as well as exclusivity. Oh yes, I see. Yes, that's a problem with this shirt that I have. I don't know the people who are calling my name. So someone may say, "Luke, I am your father." But anyway, I just lost target. So as you can see, look at this cape. Doesn't look at all different from the last 1970s Superman film. Any differences you can point out about this compared to the 1970s film Superman, Mr. TK?
You've pretty much said everything that needed to be said, but let's do a full look at it. Full 360, I think it's called.
Yes, it is a 360, but I can't get a proper view.
Maybe tilt.
It is so amazing to be this close to the original thing.
Yeah, so that was it. That was really interesting.
Yes, indeed. Except that those two people that looked remarkably like us probably should have said back to the studio, or say back to you guys, as if they sort of forgot. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. Anyway, so this has been a really cool episode. Having a look at Jay Ryan's shirt that he wore a lot in season 1, and yeah, the house used in Nothing Trivial season 3. It's the house that I think her name's Emma, the teacher. A friend of hers, she stays with that friend, and this is the house. And yeah.
Bit scary, isn't it? Nonetheless, block that out before anyone starts having nightmares. I'm your host, Luke.
And I'm your host, Tyler. See ya.
Au revoir.